experience. As a quarterback, I can get a feel for whether the ball is overinflated or underinflated. And overall, if the ball is underinflated, I personally did like that a little bit more. It gives me a little bit more confidence in my grip on the ball, and I just intrinsically feel a little bit more at ease to actually turn one loose if I really need to. And also, try to pick up like a bowling ball, which is really hard with your hand. Intrinsically, it's hard to do. But imagine a bowling ball like a silly putty, basically the same size, same mass. You could, with your bare hand, actually grab a hold of it, and if you were able to deform it a little bit better, right? You could pick that up with your bare hand. The analogy sort of applies here to the football. If it's pumped up or really hard, it's just intrinsically a little bit harder to hold on to. Now, for a given play, that might mean a lot, but overall, statistically, probably that does lead to people dropping the ball a little bit more often. So overall, there's a chance that if you play with a deflated football, a play may go your way, or you might get that catch you didn't get before. I can believe that. I don't have any statistics to back it up. However, there are some statistics I have run into recently that indicate that the New England Patriots, as a matter of fact, are about 4 standard deviations away from the norm for the NFL for the past several years. 4 standard deviations is a pretty significant effect in the direction of they tend to hold on to the ball a lot more often than other teams do. The condition of the ball is one thing, but I'm a believer of practice, practice, practice actually is the bigger of the effect. So inflation has something to do with it, or deflation for this case. But I also think that, based on my experience, weather conditions probably is a bigger effect. For instance, I dreaded playing in games where it was rainy and cold. Just the football inflated to whatever just is a lot more difficult to hold on to. It's just the coefficient of friction is different. It's just a lot slipperier. That's why even in professional football games, I always kind of like to watch them play in the snow and slop because you know the ball's going to be flopping around all over the place. You can guarantee it. So anyway, that's just a few of my takeaways on the so-called controversy. Again, I think it's a bit of a minor thing. I don't think for an instant that there's going to be any pressure differential problems in the Super Bowl. People will be watching those the pressures on those footballs like a hawk this coming weekend. So enjoy the game. Have some salsa on me. All right, bye-bye.